call the meeting to order. We'll start with Pledge of Allegiance.
There we go.
I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Public comment? Big opportunity.
Speak now
Okay.
or forever hold your-
Devin, anyone online?
Not seeing any hands online, but we do have a couple of attendees, so we'll give them just one more moment. All right, I think we're all set.
Excellent. I need a motion to approve the minutes for the May 27th meeting.
Sure, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, any discussion or changes? All those in favor state by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Carries. Any correspondence, Kat? Anything?
Nope, none received.
Okay, we'll go to reports. Just a brief report. At the last meeting, we went up and toured the building and significant progress has been made on it. That was a month ago. So I would say probably in the next month or maybe the September meeting, we will hopefully get up there for another tour, September-ish. How's that sound, guys?
I think September would be good.
Put the camera on that thing.
That is not very reassuring.
Maybe you should have a little meeting.
13 stumble.
Answer the question.
September should be fine.
Okay,
Are you
we'll go over our
Yeah.
calendar later.
End of September.
September's the new December.
Yeah, exactly. But great progress is going on up there. Thing is moving along really nicely.
It looked fabulous.
Yeah.
Really looks
Joe, liaison report from the council.
We have nothing really new to report from the town.
Okay, Chris, anything on FHS?
Nothing terribly substantive. I mean, we're really going through punch list items, completing things. 90% of the site work is done around the central office space. Grandstands, demos completed. We're expecting delivery of the new grandstands sometime mid-July, and waiting on some light fixtures for the tennis courts. I think the interesting development, Kat, you can add on to this, but we had some developments on the legislative front with regard to reimbursements. Where a special legislation we had allowing for our reimbursements capped at 1.8 million, but that was rescinded, and we have an open-ended piece of legislation. So kudos to our professional partners and legislative delegation for helping us out on that front.
All right, excellent. Thanks, Chris.
Can I
Yeah.
ask
Go ahead.
two quick questions? Chris, it's Jean.
Yeah.
The grandstand, is that all new bleachers and a whole grandstand and everything?
Russ, are you there? Do you want to say?
I thought he would know.
No, yes, they're all brand new.
It's all brand new along
Yeah.
there.
They started pouring piers today.
Oh, yeah, I walked by there this
Yeah,
morning. And I
So
was
that's
wondering
all.
if it
They
was a whole
put
new.
there, all the trees,
Awesome.
all the piers have been dug, and new press box, new bleachers, everything. It's about double the size of what was there.
It looked like it was gonna be pretty big.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you probably have the answer to this too. Did we put new windows in the central office building, the 900? Do you know?
No,
No, but there was never a plan to do
we
that.
did. There were some new over by the entrance.
Yeah.
And then a couple on the backside.
Hmm.
I think Dan had a special order change order on his office. No,
Have you been sending lots of change orders?
no,
Send them through,
no, there were just a few, nothing
So
significant.
nothing.
though.
bad. So it was all
Things
good.
that had to get replaced based on demo.
Yeah.
But only a couple in the back, but that was nothing.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
they're all 95% the same.
Awesome. And are we in there?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we moved in mostly last
On the
week.
11th and got the TCO on the 12th.
So cool.
Yeah, we're pretty much all in there at this point.
That's it.
Now just doing some unpacking.
Nice.
When's that tour? When it's tomorrow morning. Come on by.
7 a.m.
Is the air conditioning?
So air conditioning is working
All
very
right,
well.
then we can discuss it too.
So, yeah.
Excellent.
I do want to see.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really nice.
I worked on the original, so I'd love to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't even tell it used to be a
Yeah, it used to be.
hallway with lockers and
Yeah.
classrooms. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a really great space.
Very good.
Anything
Thank
else?
you. Thank you. So,
No problem. Chris, anything? Or we'll skip right, go right to,
KB, but certainly happy to answer questions.
okay, any questions for Chris? Okay, all right, KB, what do we got? What's going on up there?
Yeah, so second and third floor, pretty much just doing ductwork and HVAC on those two floors. First floor, we got the steel in the gym area, got the old beams cut back, and started framing in that area. Drywall and taping is pretty much done throughout the rest of the building, other than the gym area and the bathrooms. Second and third floor, since we last spoke, the sprinkler lines were pressure tested. Water is on those now. And we're anticipating the first floor being done in the next week or two for sprinkler. Exterior, the new addition foundation is done. Elevator shaft is built and all the steel work is done. The staging for the elevator brick will start tomorrow, and the scaffolding started today for the cupola work. So we're hoping to get the scaffolding done by the end of next week. Then the month of July, we'll be working up on the cupola.
Questions?
That's all. Any questions?
I'm just curious how you're keeping those guys cool. I was out walking again this morning, they're all on the outside. I shouldn't ask that question.
You just gotta tell them it's not hot.
I like to tell myself on my walk, it's not hot.
It's not hot.
It wasn't working.
Actually, a lot of them, we just have them take breaks.
Yeah.
Stay in the shade, cool down, and then go back. So,
Yeah.
like the ones doing the staging on the front of the building, they'd probably work for about an hour and a half, take about a 20-minute break, and go back. So,
I'm sure you guys have dealt with this before, but when I walked by them, I was
We started the last couple of days. We've started a little earlier to start at 6 so that they can get out a little earlier.
that's good to hear. Thank you.
Just question on the cupola. What will that entail going up there now
we'll
to
go-
investigate to see potentially
We've already
what
gone up-
hidden
we've already
problems
gone up
there?
and did that with a boom lift.
Pardon?
We already went up there with a
Okay, that's right.
multi-knuckle boom.
Right.
We found out what we needed up there.
Yeah.
So when we go up, we're gonna take part of the copper off the dome,
Okay,
so we can match that to make brand new pieces.
yeah,
So they'll do that. That'll probably take them about a week to get the new copper top ready.
Oh.
So they'll come back, they'll start putting that on. And while we're waiting for that, we'll be replacing all the trim and everything that's rotted or needs to be replaced.
okay, that's right. All right, so that's gonna go fast then.
Our goal is to try and get it done by the end of July.
Oh, wow, beautiful. Okay,
It's so nice.
yeah, that is cool. Anything else?
How are we looking for a time frame? I know when we did our walkthrough, despite you guys doing the floor, you said you were saying about 3 weeks in there. Stop looking at each other. To separate you.
February 9th.
February 9th. I like it.
For the
Get
contract.
right out of there.
For the contract.
No, our last schedule update showed January 9th.
Yeah. So right now, the biggest things that we have is the elevator that's due in end of September, early October. Windows are due beginning of August. We have those. The vault will be coming in September. So those are some of the last large items that we've got coming in right now. on these dates.
Because it's going to take a couple weeks to get the windows in before we can really start finishes throughout the building.
Interior.
Yeah, we have to get it conditioned first.
Right.
So
And I need to get the vault in.
So September, August, September are gonna be extremely busy.
quick months. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? All right, let's move on to the financial subcommittee. Sherry and Chris, what do you got?
So we went over with Cap today, and let's see, there's an additional invoice. So if we want to take a look at that, that was for water fountains.
Thank you. Yep.
Oh, good. Lot of things.
And it was just put in. So we had approved it, but we wanted everybody to have it as part of this meeting. Now, where's the other notes? Kat, where are the other notes?
It's really just everything that's gonna be in the next and under new business for approvals,
business,
invoices and.
Oh, here they are, right here. Yep.
Okay, so
So
we're just
we-
gonna add the Granger in
Right.
Correct.
to the other invoices that we're gonna approve.
Yeah, we just approved all of them in our financial
Okay,
subcommittee.
and then Cap, with the financial report, should we just go into new business with that?
I can go over the contingency
Okay.
logs and everything.
Yeah, okay.
So at your places are updated contingency logs, and the budget summary. I'll start with the contingency log. You'll see the 2 change orders. Those are in gray. Those are the ones that are on today's agenda, have been included in this number. We're taking the cost for the Granger drinking fountains out of contingency here. So you'll see that under the other category. And then we do have some forecasted change orders, that have, order of magnitude. Those are subject to change. Some are not complete, some are still missing information, but it kind of gives some snapshot of what we're forecasting down the road. This is, I've only included the change orders that are, it's at your spot.
See this, but I don't.
Yeah, that one over here. Here's your updated one.
Oh, sorry, thank you.
Yep. There are more change orders in the pipeline. Those don't have dollar values associated with them. So I've included the ones that have so far, but again, these numbers are subject to change as KBE goes back and forth with the subs and tries to nail down these prices. So it just kind of gives us a snapshot of what we're looking at. So all in, our contingency would be down to $521,344.53. So we're in good shape. Moving on to the budget summary. Again, this is a snapshot of all of our contracts. So KBEs, the site work, the architect, the owner's contingency. I've included just the categories of the change orders that are approved and the other category. The forecasted numbers aren't included in that number because we haven't spent that money yet. So that's just the only difference to point out there. But every account looks like it's in good shape. So
On budget. Okay, so then we'll go into new business. I need a motion for G1 to approve the following invoice packages as presented.
A motion for.
A second.
Okay, any discussion, Kat?
So the first invoice in here is from Silver Petroselli. This is for their professional services through the end of May 31st, in the amount of $24,418.28. Next is IMTL. This is for our materials testing. This is in the amount of $4,092 for work that was performed at the end of April, early May. I believe this is for the addition that we're putting on the building. So that was reviewed in-house by our civil engineer on the project and recommended for payment. The next bill on here is KBE's bill in the amount of $1,735,184.80. We review this internally with town staff. The architect reviews it. Again, KBE goes back and forth and makes sure it's billed appropriately. It's a big number. I think this is the biggest one we've seen, but as you've seen, work has been moving along and we're keeping them busy. So this is recommended for payment as well. We'll add in the Granger invoice here. So I'll just have, we'll approve the motion as amended. This is for the drinking fountains with bottle fillers. Russ explained to us at the subcommittee that these are for 3 water fountains. 2 of them are no longer there. Originally, it was scoped to keep the existing water fountains in the project. 2 are not there anymore, and the 3rd is in rough shape. So this replaces them directly with the Cellar Granger. So there's no markup or anything. This is the true cost to the town, and it's with a bottle filler. So it's actually a better water fountain. So we'll add this to the invoice package. And then I'll have Russ go over the change orders.
They're not cheap.
No, they're not. But they're efficient.
Yeah.
Zero warranty.
Is there a warranty?
Tail light.
Absolutely.
Are we good? No, no more question. I move. The first change order 16 is we added tent to the storefront glass for the new entrance for $1,300, $13.38. And the second change order 18, we had to modify the swings for the 4 bathroom doors, 2 on the 2nd floor, 2 on the 3rd floor, to meet ADA requirements. So that $5,610 is for the 4 doors being reverse one. And we reviewed these with Jack for the decision-making group as well, as we normally do.
Any questions on the invoices? Okay, all those in favor state by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. People are gonna get paid. That's good. Okay, other business, what do we have? Do we want to talk about schedule again?
Yeah, so I think, like we've been doing, canceling the first
First meeting.
meeting of the month, so that would be to cancel the July 8th meeting. And then we would hold our next meeting on July 22nd. That works for everyone.
Does that work with everyone going into
I will not
big
be-
vacation? Oh, yeah. Okay, how
Let's
about
make sure we have a quorum.
I'll be here.
you?
I'm just back. Perfect.
What was that?
July 22nd.
Second. Okay, so far that works.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we're good.
Chris, how about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll go on vacation the next week sometime.
Okay. All right.
Agree. So we at least have quorum.
How many do you need for quorum?
We need four.
Four.
I can always zoom in.
We have Dan and Jack too, so
Yeah.
between the two of
Yeah,
them,
I think we'll be fine.
I think we'll be fine. All right, so we'll cancel the July 8th meeting and our next one will be July 22nd.
I just have curiosity questions. Do you see the same thing happening in August
The cancellation?
of the first one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say so.
And so that would be is it the third? or the
It would be
fourth?
the
The
12th
19th?
is our first meeting in August, and then so the 26th is our meeting we would hold in August.
Oh, so it doesn't go back.
It's the second, it
It's the
follows
second,
town council, so second and fourth meeting, month, Tuesday
Yeah.
of the month.
So we would do 26.
We would have the 26th
Of August.
of August.
Okay.
Anything else? Questions? Anything? You guys? All good? All good.
All good.
All right. I need a motion for adjournment.
Are those students back there?
You want to chime in?
Are you from my favorite class? I keep saying this every single time. Oh, civics. Who's your teacher for that? Nice. I thought you were from government law. Civics could be my favorite too, government.
Mr. Goldberg does them both, and they're interchangeable with them.
He's, I think. One,
No questions?
Any questions? You sure?
Just gotta make sure they show that they were here. That's what they're.
This is the best board in town.
and just pretend like you were here for
Yeah.
2
For
hours.
hours.
We'll sign off.
Yeah, we'll sign you off on that. Anyways, okay.
Moved.
All those in favor, state by saying aye for adjournment.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.